Welcome to Candid Cops UK. Real stories, real duty. Life behind the badge.
This episode is from Yardley Ski Auditing. Make sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this video, Yardley visits a public police parade and films the building from outside before the event begins. But things quickly change when officers rush out and detain him in less than a minute. They stop and search him under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, even though their reasons seem weak and unclear. It looks like an abuse of power. However, the auditor stands his ground and does not give up.
Hello sir, you okay? Hello sir, you okay? Can you tell me your name please? Why can't you tell me your name? Okay, is there a reason why you're
You filming me?
Is there a reason why you're
filming? Are you filming me?
Yeah, I am, sir.
Yeah, well, tell me that you're filming me. Yeah. Introduce yourself properly.
Okay.
Go on then.
No, I'm just wondering why
Introduce yourself properly.
Are you going to listen to me?
No, I'm not. Unless you introduce yourself
so
properly.
you're detained.
Okay.
For a stop search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Okay.
You're joking. What? You must be joking.
My name's PC Harris.
Hold on. What information have you got to call me a terrorist?
So this is the legal bit.
What information you got to call me a terrorist? What
explain-
information have you got to call me a terrorist?
I can't explain it until if you overtalk me. Okay.
Go on then.
If you let me talk,
I'll overtalk
explain
you
it all
anyway. Well, go on
for
then.
you, okay?
Go on then, just
Because that's the
explain.
legal stuff I need to get out.
Go on then, get the legal stuff
As
out
I
of
am
the way.
searching you.
Go on then.
So Section 43,
Who are
Terrorism
you?
Act.
Who are you?
As I said, I'm PC Daniel Harris from Colindale Police Station.
The way the officer quickly detains the auditor is shocking. Before properly introducing himself or asking basic questions, he immediately says, "You're detained for a stop and search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act." This quick decision shows a lack of proper policing. It feels like the officer had already made up his mind before even speaking to the auditor. That suggests bias instead of fair judgment. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act requires reasonable suspicion that someone is involved in terrorism. Simply standing at a public event and filming a building from a public place does not meet that requirement. The officer should have first asked simple questions, explained his concerns, and carefully checked if there was any real threat or suspicious behavior.
The reason I'm searching you, the reason I am going to search you, is because we've been called here by people in security.
Yeah.
You're filming a significant parade today for the Metropolitan Police Service.
It's a public parade.
You're also filming buildings.
Is it a public parade?
You're also filming
It's
buildings.
a public parade, yeah? And I'm on a public pavement, yeah?
Security cameras and gates.
Okay, I'm on a public pavement as
so
well.
for that reason, okay.
Can't you film in public?
Sorry?
Can you film in public?
Yeah, you can film
Oh,
in public.
cheers. Well, that's what I'm doing.
However, you are.
And you didn't come and ask me anything. You just come up to me and detain me under a terrorist act. But you haven't. No, but you're supposed to question me and ask me why I'm here. So you're just gonna just because? Well, filming in public is not a crime.
I've told you why.
Filming in public is not a
So I'm
crime.
going to search you now, sir.
Go on then.
Okay, you are entitled.
Right. No. I'm gonna put it down.
I'll
put it down
on the floor there, sir.
Good policing means talking to people first, understanding the situation, and gathering information before deciding to detain or search someone. In this case, the officer skipped the most important step, communication. If he had simply approached the auditor, asked a few questions, and listened to the answers, the situation could have been cleared up without detaining him. This kind of controlling attitude is not only unprofessional, but also risky. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act is meant to deal with real security threats, not to be used as an excuse to detain someone just because they are filming in a public place.
Can I pick up my camera?
Of course you can, sir.
So go on then. Say that again.
I'm alright, thank you. You're not going to listen to me anyway.
Oh no! I've got you on camera now. Now I can
I've been
rewind
on camera
it.
the whole time. You've had it down there.
Now I can rewind it again. Yeah. So
I can't remember
yeah.
now, sir.
Oh, you can't. Yeah. Oh, that's bad being a police officer. So when you go to court and the judge asks you for stuff, you'll turn around and say, "Oh, I can't remember." Seconds after trying to give it all the big one. You must be a really corrupt police officer. You can't remember 2 seconds after saying something. Yeah. Is that what you are as a police officer? You are a joker. Do you agree with me or don't you agree with me?
I'm just coming to assist.
Look, well, I'm just asking you a question, whether you're assisting or not. You're here.
Come out later.
Yeah,
So
I'm just saying. You heard
grounds
what he
I've
said. You've been standing there, and he said that he
was
stopped me
there.
under. No, you just heard what he said just then.
I heard
Come on.
43 of the terrorism.
No, you heard him say that they've said that I've been here before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that a crime? Being here before filming? Do you think I should be stopped under Section 43?
I don't know why he stopped you under Section 43.
Okay.
You'll have to ask him.
Oh, well, he's not making much sense because he's already illegally detained me.
If there was truly a terrorist threat, the other officer would clearly explain why the auditor was stopped. Instead, he seems unsure, which suggests that even he does not believe there was enough reason to detain him. This shows that the first officer likely acted on impulse rather than solid evidence. If the threat were real, all the officers would agree on the reason for the stop. The fact that the second officer distances himself from the decision suggests that the detention was more about control than proper procedure. It highlights how some officers make quick decisions without fully thinking about the legal reasons or discussing it with their colleagues.
Why ain't your number on full display?
Sorry?
His number's not on full display.
Yes, it is on full display. You can see
Have a
his
look.
number on
Have a
his
look.
shoulder.
Have a look.
I can see it right now.
No, you can't.
3620.
No, that's because you know him.
It's right there.
Yeah. Well, I'm not looking there, am I? I'm not looking there. I'm looking here. I'm looking here.
Don't
Look.
get too close, please.
Oh, don't get too close. Why not?
Because
You
it's
was
my
close and
business.
personal.
I'm just trying to write this out.
I'm
Threatening?
writing you a letter
I've got a camera. Is that a threatening thing?
You don't know what
Well, I'm
looks
telling
threatening
you,
to
I
different
am not
people.
threatening anybody.
Okay, right.
Okay?
You've got it written down on a piece of paper.
But I'm telling you, I cannot see it.
Okay, well maybe you should get some glasses then.
Oh, you're being discriminative now.
I've got a couple of,
Are you being discriminative?
sir.
What are you being discriminative? But I should get some glasses. No, don't tell me I should get glasses.
Just
Don't, oh my God,
He's
me
written your
either.
slip now.
Don't start getting ignorant.
An officer's shoulder number is important for police accountability. It should be clearly visible so the public can identify officers, especially if they feel their rights have been violated. Instead of fixing the issue or taking the concern seriously, the female officer mocks the auditor. He had just been detained for questionable reasons, and rather than showing professionalism or understanding, she makes rude comments and ignores his concerns. When someone believes their rights have been mistreated, they expect respect and dignity from officers, not sarcasm. This is more than just a small mistake. It shows an attitude that does not fit with professional policing.
You illegally touched me up, yeah, which I totally feel degraded.
If you want to argue about it after, I'm not going to argue
There's
about
no
what
argument.
I've written or
There isn't
anything.
an
You're going
argument.
to try and catch me out, whatever.
No, there's no argument.
You're free to walk around here, as I said, in the public. So if you want to film the
So
parade,
why wasn't that said?
I'm happy now who you are. There's nothing that we need to be unhappy with, or the security team are unhappy with.
You
anything
know
like
you messed up, don't you? I mean, 43.
I haven't messed up,
Come
sir.
on, 43.
I haven't messed up.
That is ridiculous. That's so ridiculous.
You might think so.
It is.
But
How many terrorists have you actually caught walking around covertly filming? By the way, yeah, in its very nature,
It's a
in its very
significant building
nature,
on a significant
right?
day, sir.
Hostile reconnaissance under Section 43 is overt filming. Yeah, and I'm covertly filming. I've got my camera out. I'm in a public place. That should have been the last section that you come and try to detain
in this
me.
position, okay? If you were one of the security guards, they're protecting this parade today.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you do?
I'd have to observe. I'd have to sit there and
Okay, I
look.
think that's
You
what they've
can't.
done.
No,
Obviously,
they
my
haven't
colleague's
done
gonna
it.
speak to them.
I haven't been over
I
there.
haven't been here,
But I haven't
so I
been
don't
over there. I haven't acknowledged them at all.
When the auditor asks about the weak reasons for his detention, the officer avoids taking responsibility and says, "If you were security, what would you do?" This shows that the officer is relying only on what security staff felt, instead of making his own careful judgment. Just because security reported a concern does not automatically create reasonable suspicion of terrorism. That is where the officer should use his own training and think critically. The police are supposed to assess situations independently, not simply act on assumptions made by security staff. Someone feeling uncomfortable about filming does not meet the legal standard for detention under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. The officer's failure to separate a security guard's discomfort from a real terrorist threat shows poor judgment and a lack of critical thinking.
I've been here about a minute and you came a minute after. I didn't go over there. They didn't see what I was doing. They saw me filming, which I'm lawfully able to film, yeah, legally. So they shouldn't be doing anything.
As I said to you,
Security isn't there to get
you're-
people
you're-
detained under Section 43.
As I said, you are perfectly right in saying you can film, and that's not a problem.
Yeah,
It's not
so
a
that's what
problem.
they should have been told. Why have you come and you've literally come, as I've said, you've defiled me, you've searched me, you searched under me groin and everything like that, yeah?
Search the belt line, sir.
Well, Did you search my legs?
Yeah, I did search
Well,
your
that's
legs.
under me groin.
Okay.
Anyway, right? And I feel humiliated about that because
Well,
I've done
I apologise
nothing
if
wrong.
you feel humiliated. I don't want to make you feel humiliated. And if I did do that, no, I apologise. As I say, if you wish to complain,
No, but by
it's all-
detaining
I've
me-
given you all the reference numbers that you need. As I say, the full form is going to be completed as soon as I get back to the police station. So if you want to complain about it, by all means do.
It's literally coming up to me. And although you might said that I was being evasive or whatever the word you use,
Evasive, sir.
evasive, yeah, right? Do I have to answer any of your questions?
Sorry?
Do I have to answer any of your questions?
You don't have to. It's your
Okay,
opinion. You
okay,
don't- It's
no,
the
but-
same with the name and address, sir. You haven't given me your name and
But I
address.
don't have to.
That's fine.
No,
And,
but
and I haven't questioned
by
you about
law,
that.
do I have to?
But I haven't
No,
questioned
but I'm
you about
asking
that,
you,
have I?
by law,
know,
do I have to
haven't-
answer you?
You've not given me your name and address, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. I will still. Put
So why
on the
didn't you
form
just continue it
regardless.
that way?
So-
You shouldn't be doing this, or you
because-
can be doing this. I mean, I'm legally, lawfully able to film,
No.
yeah? Regardless if I want to answer you or not. That's my
as I said,
prerogative.
you
This
can.
is England.
Yeah, as I said, you can film. I've got no issue.
Yeah, but that's what you should have come along in the very beginning. I should not have been detained. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You've come along, right, with the simple fact of detaining me under section 43.
No, there's more
yeah,
than that,
because,
sir.
well, how long did you take to try to
I need-
establish whether section 43 was...
How long would you need?
Well, more than what you done. You was there for about a minute, if that, trying to get me to say something.
I was asking you questions.
And then I asked you if
why
you're
you were
filming
here,
me,
what
right?
your name
And then
was,
you
what's your
should have been. Yeah,
intentions.
but
I was asking you several questions.
what's my name was and what's my intentions?
Yeah, and why-
but
why
do
you
I
were
have to
here?
do I have to tell you that?
When the auditor asks how the officer was able to quickly decide to detain him under Section 43 and how much time he took to reach that decision, the officer responds defensively, saying, "How long would you need?" This answer is not only dismissive, but it also reveals a lot. It suggests that the officer did not take proper time to understand the situation, gather information, or carefully think things through. Reasonable suspicion under Section 43 requires more than someone feeling uncomfortable or a person not giving their name right away. The officer's reply also shows a lack of professionalism and accountability. Instead of admitting he may have acted too quickly, he turns the question back on the auditor, as if acting fast automatically makes it justified. This way of thinking is concerning because it shows how some officers treat detention as an automatic reaction instead of a careful and lawful decision.
Do I have to give you that
But I
information?
was trying to find out why you were here, sir.
No, you was trying to oppress me, right?
Because
Because I'm doing it lawfully.
example, if
I'm
you'd
not
been
doing
a-
anything wrong. I didn't commit a criminal act.
For example, if you'd been a family member here today, they didn't have a ticket, for example, and you were here and you said, "Look, I'm a family member," blah, 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 then I.
But I'm not.
Right, okay.
I'm a member of the public,
Yeah.
lawfully filming, which I can do.
Yes, and I've just
Well
said there's
then, so
nothing
why
wrong
would you
lawfully
come up
doing
to me and stop me under section
it. As I say,
43?
I've explained on the slip.
I'm
why-
not a terrorist, never
why-
would be a
Why
terrorist.
I've done it, and I'm going to add some more to my electronic form, which I do back at the police
Apology, you're going to add an apology to that you shouldn't have stopped me under section
station.
43.
No, because I
That you realised later on that,
it was a
se-
legitimate search.
Say that again?
I said it was a legitimate search, and I
Did you
believe it
have
was
any
a
credible
legitimate search.
information that I could
I
be in the
did have
tele?
credible- I did, sir.
What
So-
credible information
Can't
was
tell
that?
you everything, sir.
You've
because
got
it's
no
all-
credible information about me.
When the auditor asks for an apology after being stopped under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, the officer quickly refuses and insists the search was justified. He does not even consider that he might have been wrong. Instead of thinking about whether the detention was truly valid, he sticks to his decision, as if admitting a mistake would weaken his authority. When the auditor then asks, "What credible information was that?" the officer avoids giving a clear answer and says, "I can't tell you everything." This sounds like an excuse to avoid explaining himself. The response is vague and suggests that he either does not have a solid reason or does not want to admit that he acted too quickly without proper grounds.
The only credible information you could have known about me is that I was out here filming. You wouldn't know me from Adam.
No, there's a little bit more than that. I can't go into it. As I say, if you wish to complain,
There's
you've got
no
everything you
more
need.
to it.
Anyway,
And
sir,
the security are
have a good
aware
day.
that you're filming. They'll
Stop being discriminative and stop telling people to wear glasses.
Sir,
Right,
nice to meet
yeah.
you. Take care. Thank you.
This final moment clearly shows how the whole encounter was full of mistakes and poor judgment by the officers. After all the aggressive detaining, threats, and weak excuses, they eventually had to back down, proving the auditor was right from the start. The biggest failure was how quickly the lead officer detained the auditor under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act without doing any real investigation. Instead of properly assessing the situation, he jumped straight to detention after just asking the auditor's name, not nearly enough to create reasonable suspicion. This wasn't just a mistake. It was a misuse of anti-terror powers to assert control rather than handle a real threat. When the auditor asked for reasons, the officer's evasive reply, "I can't tell you everything," revealed that he had no solid grounds from the beginning. The female officer also made the situation worse with snarky and dismissive comments. Instead of addressing the auditor's legitimate concern about her shoulder number being invisible, she made a sarcastic remark about needing glasses. This unprofessional attitude escalated tensions instead of calming things down. That a telling moment was when the second officer admitted he didn't understand why his colleague detained the auditor under Section 43. If there had really been a terrorist threat, everyone would have been clear about the decision. Instead, the lack of coordination made it obvious the detention was about ego and control, not law enforcement. In the end, when the officers walked away and admitted that security would have allowed filming, it confirmed that the situation had been mishandled from the start. Rather than admit their mistakes, they tried to defend weak excuses. This encounter shows how some officers, when challenged, choose to protect their image instead of upholding the law. If they had taken the time to assess properly, communicate clearly, and respect the auditor's rights, the conflict could have been avoided. Their lack of professionalism, poor judgment, and refusal to admit fault left their authority weakened and their actions exposed.